Hi, I'm going to talk to you today about how EMDR can help you overcome high achiever burnout. Hi, I'm Emma Coble. I'm a licensed professional counselor serving clients in Colorado and in Florida, and I help women who have trauma heal the deep wounds that traditional therapy might not get at or address. So if you're anything like myself or most of my clients, you have probably suffered from high achiever burnout. Many of my clients are hardworking. They are entrepreneurs, executives, moms, teachers. They're women who hold a lot, as women typically do in our society, and probably in most societies, honestly. But what happens when the pressure becomes too much? When all this pressure leads to emotional exhaustion, when we feel disconnected from ourselves and from the people we love, when we feel like the standards are impossible and we just want to give up. So if this is you, you are not alone. And today I'm going to talk to you a bit about what high achiever burnout looks like and how EMDR therapy can help with high achiever burnout. So high achiever burnout, it goes beyond just typical stress that we all get. So this is a state of complete emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion and sometimes shutdown that stems from things like perfectionism, people pleasing, and this huge drive to prove ourselves, oftentimes really to feel lovable. It can look like constantly being tired even after resting, feeling completely overwhelmed by tasks that maybe others or for you in the past used to feel manageable, feeling always on edge and like you really just cannot relax, and feeling disconnected from your passions, from your purpose, and also feeling trapped in a cycle of self-criticism and overwork, feeling guilty when we try and relax. And sometimes it can also look like just being like completely done, like zoned out, exhausted, can only be on the couch scrolling on our phones, kind of a thing. Can you relate to any of this? I'd love to hear from you if this is something you have experienced. If this is you, I'm here to give you some good news, which is that EMDR therapy in general, but EMDR therapy, I think really in particular, can help with this. So EMDR therapy, or eye movement desensitization and reprocessing therapy, is powerful and it's evidence-based, and it is a somatic therapy that works on healing trauma that is stored inside your body, rather than just having you stay on the surface talking about problems over and over again, as you may have perhaps experienced in other kinds of therapy in the past. So unlike traditional talk therapy, EMDR therapy goes deep. It goes into the oftentimes unknown, unconscious beliefs we have about ourselves, and into old wounds that we're storing and that are still affecting us day to day. So what we're doing with EMDR is we are addressing those old wounds and scars and subconscious thoughts that are causing us to be in this cycle of being overdriven and trying to people please and never stopping. We're addressing those things, but we're not addressing it just by staying on the surface and doing talk therapy. We're really getting into the body and healing the wounds that are causing us to engage in some of these behaviors and thought patterns in the first place. So how do we do this? Okay, so in EMDR, what we do is we are identifying, first of all, like what the memories or beliefs are that are here that are contributing to your burnout, things like that may go back really far. You know, for myself, for clients I've had, there's oftentimes a belief of like, I'm only worthy if I'm successful. I'm only lovable if I'm successful or if I'm contributing. This is a super common one that a lot of us feel. So we really work on understanding when we started trying to protect ourselves by becoming perfectionists, by overachieving, when we started trying to get love by doing this, and working on healing those wounds with EMDR, so that we can help ourselves get out of that cycle. We do this using the bilateral stimulation involved in EMDR, which is where our brain is processing a memory or processing a statement we're trying to make stronger in ourselves. And while that's happening, our body is in some way engaged in a bilateral movement. So this can be our eyes moving back and forth, following a target. It can be bilateral tapping. It can be a sound, one in each ear. It can be buzzers that buzz in our hands. It was first discovered with walking as well. So bilateral movement helps our body release and heal old wounds. It helps us store things as long-term memories and heal from things. Additionally, EMDR helps us replace those negative beliefs with really empowering ones that our true self actually believes. And we use the bilateral stimulation to also install positive beliefs into your body that are empowering to you, and that the story you want for yourself rather than a story you maybe inherited or were given. So EMDR therapy is, I believe, perfect for high achieving, perfectionistic women like myself and my clients. Because a lot of us carry these really deeply ingrained beliefs about our worth that are tied to our performance. And these are hard to get at with talk therapy alone. They often come from childhood experience. Maybe there was pressure put on us because we were accomplished or smart. We also get rewarded for those behaviors in our lives, in the workplace, and as well as in relationships with others, partners, friends, our kids. Additionally, EMDR really allows us to let go of guilt and shame and establish a different kind of connection and compassion with ourselves that we really need in order to let go of some of these behaviors that are not serving us. It helps us reclaim this sense of self-worth and mattering, and develop healthier boundaries, and really be able to understand things not from a place of reactivity and old wounds and trauma, but be able to understand things from a place of our highest self is now online. Additionally, a lot of the people who I work with, myself included in the past, have really a pattern of intellectualizing feelings rather than feeling things in the body, and EMDR helps us feel and process things in the body. So you can expect during a session to be working on identifying the root causes of whatever kind of burnout you're experiencing, strengthening your coping skills, processing through and healing the old wounds and memories that are causing this cycle, and then really working on creating new patterns. EMDR is amazing because it can often provide faster relief, especially if you do it in intensive, longer sessions than traditional talk therapy, and it really does give you lasting change. When some of these memories are healed, they're healed and they stop bothering us. EMDR, as I said before, allows you to also just develop this great sense of compassion and understanding of yourself in a way that traditional talk therapy does not. So if you're interested in this and you live in Colorado or Florida and you would like to schedule a consultation, I offer free consultations and we can see if this is right for you. So thanks so much for watching. Have a good day.